What is going on, everybody, and welcome on back to another episode of our Halo Reach Legendary campaign, where we are trying to incorporate some real CQB tactics, Ranger battle drills, and financial principles. Now, shout out Controlled Pairs Gaming, as he did actually do a real CQB tactics playthrough of Door Kickers 2 Task Force North, which was the inspiration for the CQB tactics and the incorporation of that in this playthrough. Now, I do also want to mention that I am aware that the audio has been pretty trash for the first couple episodes. I believe the last episode did a bit better, but let me know how it's going. And with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into mission number 5, Tip of the Spear, with one of the best intro cinematics in my opinion. So let's do it.
It appears that Noble Team's discovery last night was not an anomaly. Large Covenant deployments have occurred undetected, and we are now under attack across the Vieri territory, including orbital defenses. As per the winter contingency, we are countering on every front. Noble's reconnaissance has also identified sophisticated Covenant army hiding canopies, and has pinpointed what's believed to be a landing zone for additional Covenant forces, the origin of which is yet to be determined.
That landing zone has been tagged by UNSC Command as a Priority 1 target. That charge link is loud and clear.
Copy that. Acquiring signal lock on the pylon. Detonating in 3, 2...
Incoming!
Might want to hold on to something. Six! Can you hear me? Six, you alright? I could use some help.
On my way.
Alright, so we're being shot at. We're going to return well aimed fire,
What's your status?
and we're going to immediately seek cover.
Pushing up the hill. Get in there.
Move up this way and take a look, see what we see. We have some grunts. We're going to engage the first immediate enemy. We do have... Oh. Not looking to waste shots on this. So you can snag that headshot. We got that one there. Okay. Okay, we got that. Not sure if we hit them on that one. We did not. Still didn't get the shot. Not looking to waste ammo. We're gonna move up here. Going to go ahead and engage. Engage the most immediate threat. Sorry, I know I'm pretty quiet right now, but let's see, we're gonna push up here. There we go. We're gonna take a look. Ooh! We're going to, uh-oh. Alright, we're taking precise shots. Whoa, okay. Ooh.
Cat, be advised, Oni has ID'd 2 hostile anti-aircraft guns southwest of your location.
Copy, Commander. New target. Go shut down those AA guns.
Alright, so we're plying sideways. We do not have confirmation on the elite, but her lack of care tells me otherwise. So we're going to... wonder where that elite went. Oh well. Okay, so we're being given a vehicle. I certainly will, Cat. Jump on in. So this gives me a chance to talk about sort of what we're going to be encountering. So with this, we're going to go ahead and push on forward. We're going to be using reaction to ambush, battle drill. There's no real CQB tactics in this.
AA gun should be in visual range.
2 Lima 4 to Nova 1. Those guns are pounding us with high-velocity plasma shells.
Which would mean a strike by the frigate
Oops.
Grafton is also out of the question.
Noble 6, all our birds are stuck out of range unless you can do something about those guns.
Okay. So now that they're finished talking, we can go ahead and continue with our battle drill. Oh, jeez. So we are going to be reacting to ambush. We do not want to get disabled, but with reaction to ambush, we're going to be driving through the danger areas and through the kill boxes so we're actually going to take this direction. That worked out really well, actually. We're going to push through here while trying to keep some decent cover, and that worked out actually really well as well. So we're doing really well. We're just trying to stay moving, keep our turret in the line of sight. You know, give him some angles to shoot from. Ooh, that would have been bad. I actually have no idea. So we're gonna keep moving. But this also brings us into another aspect, and for our financial principle, we're gonna be incorporating debt management. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about that here in a second. We're going to push up through here. So, sorry, just kind of focusing on driving. But as for debt management, this is basically where, and I don't need to, there's not really a whole lot to copy out. Okay, so we got disabled. Oh my gosh, we got, oh, wow. Okay, so that was rough. Let's see where we are. Ooh, back at the start, that's not good.
Those guns are pounding us with high-velocity plasma shells.
Which would mean a strike by the frigate Grafton is also out of the question.
Noble 6, all our birds are stuck out of range unless you can do something about those guns.
Okay. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. Wow.
2 Lima 4 to Nova 1. Those guns are pounding us with high-velocity plasma shells.
Which would mean a strike by the frigate Grafton is also out of the question.
Oh, who is
All our
shooting?
birds are stuck out of range unless you can do something about those guns.
Okay, so let's go ahead and jump through here. We got disabled. We're gonna jump out immediately. Oh. Okay, well we really got screwed.
2 Lima 4 to Nova 1. Those guns are pounding us with high-velocity plasma shells.
Which would mean a
Okay.
strike by the frigate Grafton is also out of the question.
Noble 6, all our birds are stuck out of range unless you can do something about those guns.
Alright, so let's not try to do anything fancy. Alright, we're gonna keep going with where we've been going so far. Try and let the turret, you know, do some work. Gonna hit the... I really don't know why all 6 rockets are not being shot. Okay, so the Revenant's down. That's good. Ooh! That would have been bad. We do still have a ghost. It'd be nice if you take out the ghost. There we go. We do have... Are we smoking yet? We're not. Okay. Alright, so let's try that one more time. Let's drive in through here. We are taking some pretty heavy damage. So we're going to drive back around. And the whole point is, you know, they're not ambushing us. Necessarily, we know that they're there. And we're driving through their zone. But we are... but we do want to make sure we maintain our speed and direction through the kill box, which, you know, our first go you saw was the kill box. We died, so that's not great. So I think what we're gonna do actually is we're gonna pull out, you know, let the turret do its thing. We're gonna seek cover. We're gonna let...
Looks like normal weapons won't dent those AA guns.
I would suggest neutralizing the interior fuel cells, Lieutenant.
Wow, he is really putting a lot on. So we're gonna pull back, see if we can get any little jump shot there. Jeez, while Cat's suppressing, we're gonna push on up. We're gonna pop a grenade. Throw another one. I have no idea if we killed him. Okay. Well, I guess we did. That's crazy. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this out. Put a grenade. And we have a little cache right here, so we're going to go ahead and get some
Control
extra.
2, Lima 4. Permission to commence bombing run. Heading 224.6, over.
Okay.
Keep pouring it on! Get motivated. We got a bad one on the way.
Good work, 6. UNSC air support. Skies are clear.
Copy.
Nice.
2 Lima 4, bombing run, heading 224.6, permission granted, out.
Alright, good stuff. So we're gonna actually head this way. There's like a little pass that we can do toward the back end of this next section. But let's go ahead and talk about debt management. So essentially the aspect of debt management is trying to figure out where your money is going when it comes, or what outstanding loans you have, and so I'm kind of being hyper specific here and a little general, but there's been two thoughts when it comes to debt. You know, I've heard debt is good and debt is bad. Now, the thing is, how you use debt determines whether it's good or bad, and they are both equally... Oh, come on, really? They are both equally correct strategies. The problem is, what kind of debt do you have, and who are you paying that debt to? Debt can be used as a means of leverage, right? So there's good debt and there's bad debt. When we're talking about debt management, we're talking about the bad kind of debt. Come on. There we go. I can actually get in here. Uh-oh. Oh, that stupid grenade. So, as you saw, you can actually, if you get close and you can jump in the gunner seat. Oh! You can jump in the gunner seat and actually force the driver out. Come on. Oh! And then he ran me over. Oh my god. And I don't have a, although, what am I talking about? I do have a... Wow. Oh, so many deaths in this episode. And I will also say, I've tried to record this multiple times, and I did not have nearly this much trouble. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, so I'm assuming we're just not going to have a Wraith. I mean, where did the... I mean, we still have the car. I guess. Our Marine's still up. So I guess we'll take the car. Yeah, we'll take the car, especially because our Marine's still up. But, so when we talk about debt management, I'm talking about the bad kind of debt. This is where you took out a loan from a company, whether that be a bank, or a credit union, or just whoever, and they are charging you interest on the loan that you took out. Right? Okay, that's not what I want. So, you know, let's say, for example, and by the way, I'm going to pull these numbers out of thin air. These are not real numbers that represent anything. But let's say you take out a $10,000 loan from a bank, and they are charging you, say, 10% interest on that loan. This is the bad kind of debt. Mainly because you have taken money out of their pocket, and they put money in your pocket, but they expect to make a profit, so they're charging you an extra amount of money for the fact that you took money out of their pocket into your pocket. Ooh, actually, I just saw a health pack, so I'm going to grab that. Right. Now, how does that relate to this, to this game? How can we kind of make the comparison? The best comparison that I can make as of this moment
Noble 6,
would be...
There's a facility near your location. Covenant are using it as a command outpost. Troopers on site have already engaged.
Come on, buddy. The best comparison in this scenario is sort of the mission set and the activity of Noble 6 and Noble Team in between missions versus being on a mission. So, Noble Team, and I'll explain that. Oh my god, oh, I thought he was about to drive off the... Oh my gosh, I thought he was about to drive off the edge there.
Hey, thanks for this. No, seriously.
That was very nerve-wracking. I'm gonna take this, actually.
New intelligence. Friendly forces near the Covenant outpost have sighted a high-value target. An elite zealot, in fact.
A zealot? We're onto something big.
Eyes on the prize, Noble. Take out that zealot if you get the chance, but keep moving toward the spires.
I've never actually explored that back section, but I guess there's nothing there anyway. So... Oh, we're being pushed. Ooh, there we go. So Noble Team, right? What they've been doing, they were debt-free at the beginning of the mission. They had no, at the end of Nightfall and before Tip of the Spear, they were just, hanging out, waiting for the next order to come in, the next mission to start, right? So that's what we consider debt-free. They were free to do as they wished because they weren't, contained or held to a particular outcome. They weren't being forced into, how do I describe it? I mean, like I said, it's not a great analogy, but it's the best that we got right now until I either come up with something else or something else happens that would inform me. Or be a better representation of... Okay, so we do have a lot of... What are you guys even shooting at? Holy crap. let's go save Cat, and are they? Oh my God, are they shooting at? Okay, so I guess we're going to save Cat by going to the top. So let's figure out who's doing what. Okay, got him. Okay. Move on up. Cover to cover. Buying the soft long. Oh, but anyway, so we did not have... We were not held liable to a standard or to a particular outcome while we were not held to a standard or outcome while we were waiting for mission start. Once we started the mission, we were given an order by command to, you know, take this, destroy those wow, I cannot shoot for crap. Oh my God. We're gonna do this. And because Cat's not here, we do not have someone to distract. So we're doing this all on our own. Okay, we actually did pretty good on that. Some grenades. But we were put into a debt situation because we were made liable to complete the objective. So, with every section that we successfully, let's say capture. With every section that we successfully capture and... Ooh. Jeez. Man. But with every section that we successfully complete, right? It's almost as if we're paying off that debt. So we got through that one section. We destroyed that first turret, and so now we have completed half the debt. Or let's say a third of the debt. We took back this facility, and now we have completed, let's say, 2/3 of the debt. Okay. I have no ammo in this, so I don't know what we're gonna do. But we're gonna go ahead and jump in the Wraith. Or the Wraith, the Revenant. My God, I can't even talk today. Whew. I can barely play the game. Bear with me, everybody. It's been a long day. But, so... Okay. So, so now that we're taking on this last section, I think this is the last section.
Update 6. Scans show another Covenant AA gun ahead of your location. I want you to neutralize that gun by any means necessary.
Actually, it is not the last section. I lied. So, so with this, we have in this one, let's say we have four payment installments based on our accumulated debt. Our accumulated debt was to take out the AA guns. We successfully took out one. We have a second one, so our debt has since increased. Now, it's not to fault of our own, but it's the nature of, what we're dealing with. And I do not know how long this thing takes to take out a Wraith. There we go. So we made 2 payments, right? We took down the first AA gun, just lob, because anything we miss past 10, we're gonna hit. We're gonna hit him on the back end. Hit the tree.
I need that AA gun online now.
Yes, we could try and take down the, you know, capture the Wraith, but to be totally honest, that has not worked out in this playthrough, so we are just not going to do that. We're going to keep with the Revenant. Disabled. So according to the Ranger Handbook, disabled vehicles should be abandoned, or not abandoned, but you should dismount them and find cover so that you're not a sitting duck. And that usually is a good idea. But in this instance, we were using our turrets to return fire. And the vehicle got disabled behind cover, so we were actually not at risk as much as you normally would be. With a regularly disabled vehicle. And I really don't know if the Revenant is good as a vehicle. I've never thought it was that great. And it seems like it's taking out, I don't know if it's actually even killing these hunters. Oh my god. I hope it's doing damage. If we had the Wraith, it'd be a lot better. Jeez. See if we can just kind of lob it in there. Alright, well now we got... Now we got drones. Okay. So we're gonna fly back around the side. Oh. We are going to... Oh my god, we got beat. Oh. Ooh, this is a rough mission. Oh my god, dude. I actually hit him. Wow. Alright, so... So with that in mind, we're just going to fly this way. Whoa. Don't want to hit that fusion coil, that'd be really bad. Another death. Can you imagine? Oh my god. So we're going to assault. There we go. Now, you may be wondering, what about good debt?
Only needs up close recon on those spires. We're gonna fly you the rest of the way.
George has a Falcon inbound your position, Lieutenant. Highlighting the LZ now. Commander, I'm going to set up a forward observation post here.
Copy that. I'm waiting on new intel. See what you can see. Carter out.
Need a lift, Spartan?
So we're talking about debt management, and I mentioned that there's good and bad debt, right? We went over the bad debt. Basically, you're pulling money out of someone else's pocket and you're putting it into yours, and then there's some kind of interest rate tacked on, so the company that you pulled your money from gains a profit for having loaned out that money to you. Now, whether it's good or bad debt is determined by what you put that money towards. So let's say you put that money towards a car. Well, the car has a depreciating value overall, and so therefore we consider that bad debt. Overall, it's considered more of a liability than it is an asset, as it doesn't actually bring in money and it depreciates over time. Good debt is any kind of investment vehicle that you use. So let's say you pull out that same $10,000 and let's say you put it toward a house. Appreciating assets such as houses, you buy it at a price with the expectation that the value is going to go up over time, which is what we see with housing. So that's sort of what we mean when we talk about good debt. It's investments, taking money from someone else and putting it into your own pocket, but then you put it towards something that will increase the value over time. So investment accounts, the market generally, and then houses and various appreciating value. So yeah, that's sort of what we talk about, or what we mean when we're talking about good debt.
Lost all power. We're going down.
Look your armor, Spartan!
Brace for a hard landing.
Crew's dead. We shouldn't stay here.
Alright, so
Hostiles all over the place. We gotta move. Commander, we've got eyes on the spire. Looks like a staging area.
Copy. We have your visual. Doc's working the problem. Stand by.
Laying down head fire.
oh. Okay, so we're taking cover against our Falcon.
Engaging. Let's end this struggle.
Taking down the hostiles one by one. We want to maintain as much of as much cover as possible. Now this road is a danger area, so we do not want. So we would like to avoid it as much as possible. And this river is a bit of danger area, so while he is covering, we're going to push on up here. Now we did see an enemy come this way. We have him on our thing. Oop. Just a bad shot. Such a bad shot. Enemy there. And it looked like we got enemies back here, which we do. We'll move into cover here. Take him out. Let's pie this way. Take a look, see up there. Nothing. Oop. Okay, so we're able to quickly dispatch them. Let's move on up here, grab this, reload it. We're going to pie off. Move back up here. Now I do know we're gonna end up. I missed a skirmisher. I don't know where he is. Oh, yeah, there's. Oh, shh. Okay, got him. Okay. Now I don't know where the other one went. There he is. Missed. Okay, we are not hitting. Okay, so let's push on up. We're gonna move this way. Ow. Okay, so let's get into cover first. Let's let our shields recharge. Yeah, me neither, George. Alright, we got him. Let's move on up here. Took him out while George was suppressing. Now, with that being said, we do want... well, that gives us some extra ammo there. And we do actually, in fact, want a plasma pistol if we can find it. He had one. I don't know where he dropped his. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Alright. Got some extra ammo there.
Noble 5 only believes those spires to be teleportation terminals.
Teleporters? Link to what?
Oh.
Frigate Grafton is on station ready to kill that spire. But first, we need to power down its shield.
Understood. 6. I'll hold these bastards off. You find a way to the top of the spire.
Sounds good. I have my way to the top of the spire. And we're gonna go ahead and... there's another banshee up here somewhere. I was gonna do a little bit of a dog fight. Here we go. Boom. Okay, so we found our way to the top of the spire. Very good so far. Okay. Wow. Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay, gonna pie it off. Getting motion on the sensor, so we're gonna pie it back off without entering. Alright, so let's go ahead and take path of least resistance.
Get in there. Take out that shield, Lieutenant.
Oh my
Up en
god.
route with a Falcon. We'll pick you up as soon as you knock out power to that shield. Hurry, Lieutenant. We got a frigate inbound to blow that spire as soon as the shield is powered down.
Okay.
Lieutenant, drop the shield and get out of there.
Man, oh man.
Get us out of here. Control, this is Noble 1. Spire 1 is green and you're free to engage. Have a nice day.
Copy that, Noble 1. Be advised, all ground units. Frigate 318 Heavy is inbound, and MAC rounds have been authorized.
Mac rounds? In atmosphere?
One way to get their attention. Hang on to your teeth, people.
New contact. High field.
Oh. No, somebody tell me this ain't happening.
UNSC Frigate Grafton, do you copy?
Grafton is dust. We need to get out of here now.
Alright, well thank you guys for joining me on this episode of our Halo Reach Legendary Campaign. I sure hope you enjoyed it. I sure hope you learned something. Let me know in the comments, did you learn something? Was it interesting? And how did I do? We did have a lot of deaths. We had a lot of deaths on this episode, which, as I said before, I did try to record this before, and it did not nearly go as bad as it did that time. So, but I sure hope you enjoyed it, and we are looking forward to the next one, where we're going to be jumping into some outer space flying. Long Night of Solace. It's going to be interesting, and so we will see you guys on the next episode.